I was involved in research project, and the task that was given, or the mission that was given for that research project, was asking the small question that what will happen to the whole software development when AI comes. I was in that research project. It was actually done with a customer. So it happened with ISS Finland, service company. And we wanted to basically do a real project. And we ended up doing a ERP extension, so existing ERP. Long story short, we tested 120 AI tools. The latest that we tested at the time was Cursor. But then we realized something really, really interesting. No matter what tool we used, we can, and it wasn't really about tools, because no matter how fast we were doing a activity, be that development, be that defining something, designing something, even pushing it out, the problem became always the kind of the next stage. So there seems to be queues in the process, no matter how you do it. If even you do your Scrum and sprints and whatnot, there's still queues, meaning that somebody decides, let's do this, and there's a wait, and then somebody says that, okay, here's the design and architecture of it, and then there's the wait, and the wait can be a day, it can be a month, it can be anything. So actually, the research question became how AI changes that. Not how it changes any activity, but how does it change the whole from end to end, and from one end being from idea, and the other end being impact. And we pondered that, and we tested that out with the customer, and what we ended up doing was that we had all the people across the value stream in single room working with AI agents, kind of agents. I mean, assisted AI at the time. Nowadays, it's gonna be swarms, right? So imagine that when you see something coming real, you get the business decision right there and then you move forward. So your decision speed goes like up from this, oh, I'm gonna give you feedback every 2 weeks, or I'm gonna give you a feedback one in a day, to I'm gonna give you feedback whenever you have something to show. And as we all know, probably at some level, that time is getting shorter. So when we measured that at the time, compared to that like 2 week sprints, your product owner, I mean, we didn't eventually ever even have that as a role, but we had it at the time when we were measuring, we started seeing like 500 times faster decision making. And that was kind of mind-boggling. And that's why I ended up writing a book, and that's why I Collab AI. And I reached Joe Justice because I heard that, well, they are doing SpaceX, Tesla, that kind of thing at scale. So I want to learn that as well. And Joe was helping us in the Twin project. That was the research project. And then nowadays we are doing something quite interesting stuff at Aegeon. So I'm part of that, and probably that's something interesting. But yeah, I mean, I was just trying to make it somehow tangible, that I think that we are paying way too much weight on agentic coding and all the fancy tools that we have for that, and very, very little on how the whole can be agentic. Decision making, everything, like across the board. And that's saddening me because there's so much skill. I mean, this group, there's so much skill, but there's so little talk about that. And I find it fascinating because I see a lot of potential.